Holy crap. You are not going to believe this. Now, what you see on your screen, Governor J.B. Pritzker posed for photo with anti-violence worker, later charged in fatal mag mile smash and grab. But not only that, what do you think the odds are of this Democrat governor standing with a man with 4 warrants in 4 different states? He has a warrant in 4 states, wearing a Peacekeeper uniform, because in Illinois, that's what they do. They take ex-felons and they make them peacekeepers and put them in the neighborhood to mentor other young men. Man, wait till you see what I'm going to drop on you in this video. I'm going to show you what this individual did, the buffoonery, and just how the Democrats and J.B. Pritzker once again have egg all on their face. So check this video out. So that's the article. But right here in this very first clip, I want you to be able to get a really good look. This says, days before fatal mag mile cash and grab, accused man posed with the governor at Peacekeeper event while wanted in 4 states. Kellen McMiller and Governor J.B. Pritzker posed for a photo in Inglewood on September the 5th, 2025. Inset is a mugshot taken after McMiller was arrested in 2023. So this individual in September of this year, we talking about what, just a week, 2 weeks ago? At this time, posing with the governor of Illinois, is wanted in 4 states, one of them being for murder in Illinois. So let's get into this. So this right here, this first footage we're going to show, this is the actual smash and grab, okay? This is some clips from it, from the actual event where, a group of people in like 6 different stolen cars went and just started bashing out Louis Vuitton, Rolex, like running cars through the windows, running in, taking stuff, running out. And they're using stolen vehicles. So it was a challenge for the police to be able to catch these people. But again, that's Chicago. Do you really think they want to catch them? As a matter of fact, the police have turned their back on Mayor Brandon Johnson, who told the police in Chicago that if the National Guard is deployed there, if any police officer works with the federal government, it's mandatory that they wear no mask. They have to wear a name tag. And there was another stipulation. I apologize. It slips my mind, but that's bad enough. They have to show their face and wear a name tag in order for them to help the federal government reduce crime in their city. But I'll get back to that in another video. Check out this footage from the smash and grab that happened in Chicago.
Where the fuck are the police, man?
So they just broke the glass.
Where the fuck are the police at, man?
Look at them now. They're running in. So they all left their cars in the street. See the truck right there in the window? Did you see the pickup truck right there in the window? In case you didn't know what was going on, I'll run it back some so you can see.
Where the fuck are the police, man?
So a pickup truck went through the window. See the pickup?
Where the fuck are the police at, man?
This is the pickup truck. Now, this is why the mayor Brandon Johnson and Governor J.B. Pritzker are refusing federal government assistance to deploy the National Guard to reduce crime. Remember now, just 2 weeks ago, 54 people were pew-pewed, 7 lost their lives. Like a week before that, I think it was 24 or 34 people allegedly. That number may be off a little bit, so, don't quote me accurately, but I know over 20 people were shot the previous weekend and several lost their lives. I believe it was 2. 1 is too many, but Chicago is out of control. So they're refusing to help while allowing these radical, crazy youth, gang members or not, and many I think aren't even probably from the area. They're coming in because it's a free-for-all. A sanctuary city means it's a rest haven or a safe haven for criminals. That's what it means. So New York is a sanctuary city, meaning, hey, if you're breaking the law, which these illegal immigrants are, you're welcome here and you're perfectly fine. Why do you think there's so much lawlessness? And it's at the expense of the average day person who doesn't want any violence, who may or may not have a weapon in their home. How many people are really gun-toting, gun-loving people? They just want to live. But they let people take these violent criminals, arrest them, then release them on cashless bail. Now that neighbor who they got arrested over, they're pissed off coming out. And guess what happens? So that's why people don't even tell the police anything. They're like, why? What am I going to tell you for? So this person can get arrested, know that I did it, and that individual has to live in that neighborhood. And they're terrified. So when they say, oh, the people aren't cooperating with the police, when they know they're just going to arrest them and release them on cashless bail, and if they just seen them take somebody's life or attempt to take somebody's life or just brutalize somebody, what makes any sane person believe they're going to put themselves or their family members at risk of going through the same thing, knowing that they're going to be released right after they get picked up. So let's check this out. Now, this next clip right here, this clip, because the individual's name is Kellen McMiller, okay? So this clip here is of Kellen McMiller when he was in Miami and was tased by the police in Miami. So this individual has a history of run-ins with the police. He has warrants in 4 states and was able to get close enough to the governor to be spearheading his program, mentoring the youth in Chicago. Makes you wonder how many of these other smash and grabs and robberies have been youth that they've been mentoring, teaching them how to be better criminals. And the fact that there was no screening done, that this individual with warrants in 4 states is posing for pictures with the governor of Illinois. And J.B. Pritzker thinks he's slick. He's trying to run for president. But things like this make it to where Trump looks like a brilliant individual because he calls it out. So now with this being exposed, with all these smash and grabs, and with Trump going to Memphis with the Memphis mayor, who's a black man, and the reason why I reference that is because recently MSNBC had him on and tried to bring up all this race crap, and he shut him down. I'm going to do a video on that. But this mayor, Trump comes in and cleans up the crime. So then it's D.C. and Memphis, 2 of the most dangerous cities. Now, what is Chicago and New York going to say? If you're enjoying this video, do me a solid. Hit that thumbs up because I will never ask you for a cash app or a super chat. But you hitting that like button is so appreciated. It helps get the video out there. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. And whether you're subscribed already or you're subscribing now, make sure that you hit the notification bell and select all. YouTube is having issues with notifications, but when you select all, YouTube will make sure that you get notified the next time I upload new videos. There's proof in the pudding that it works. So now you have to put up or shut up. You either going to stop the crime or your constituents going to see that you really don't care. Now, this clip here is of Kellen McMiller in Miami with his girlfriend. Check out what happens. So as you can see in Miami in that video, he was walking up on the cop. He walked up on a police officer. I mean, this guy walked up on the police officer after the police officer told his girlfriend to get down. To the point where he was about to fight the police officer. So this individual has a history. Now, check this out. This is the family. Because what happened was during that smash and grab, while the suspects were fleeing from the smash and grab, they got into an accident and a man lost his life. Now, this right here, this individual that I'm going to show you, this man, this husband, this father, lost his life the day before his son was born by Kellen McMiller and 6 other deranged lunatics after doing a smash and grab, trying to evade the police, took the life of this man who was 1 day away from seeing the birth of his baby. Check this out.
Cheryl, that innocent victim, was headed to his job on the Northwestern Medical Campus when that crash occurred. It was his final work shift before starting paternity leave. Now his newborn child will never know his father. 40-year-old Mark Arcetta was eager to meet his son.
Mom, it's a boy. When he showed me the ultrasound.
But some 24 hours after Arcetta's pregnant wife was scheduled to have labor-induced, tragedy struck in the heart of the Mag Mile.
I said, so unfair. Life is so unfair.
Thursday, shortly before 5 a.m., crash and grab thieves broke into the Louis Vuitton store on Michigan Avenue and fled in multiple vehicles, one of them crashing, police say, into Arcetta, upending his SUV. That morning, Arcetta's mother was watching ABC7's coverage of the burglary.
And I didn't know that there is an accident already. I came to know it only maybe 8 a.m. when my daughter came and told me that happened.
Arcetta had died at Northwestern Memorial Hospital, the same medical campus where he was headed to work for his job in animal science research. It was his final work shift before beginning a 4-week paternity. Arcetta's family says this afternoon, his son Dylan was born healthy.
Of course, he is very happy. Maybe he will visit Dylan always.
Police arrested 7 of the alleged thieves, including 5 who they say were in the vehicle that crashed into Arcetta.
They took away the life of a very good person.
I want to give a big shout out to the sponsor of this video, Chapter. And here's why. When my mom hit 65 years old, I watched her get bombarded with mailers, cold calls, and all these confusing ads about Medicare. And every single company pretended like they wanted to help her, but really they were just trying to sell her stuff. It seemed like the game was rigged and she was not supposed to win at all. And that's why I'm so excited to share information about Chapter with all of you. Now, who Chapter is? Chapter is a free Medicare advisory service that compares Medicare plans available, and they give you real, unbiased guidance. Chapter is completely independent and always puts customers first. As a matter of fact, at Chapter, the agents are salaried employees, so you don't have any fear or concerns of them trying to work to get commission of some kind. Their whole focus is all about making sure that their customers, the seniors, get the right Medicare supplement plan. And it's clear that they're making a real difference in the lives of seniors. So if you want real, unbiased help with Medicare, give Chapter a call at 402-527-1253. You'll talk to a real person who will help you figure out exactly which plan is right for you. Now, Chapter is totally free and has saved the average senior $1,000 a year. So I'm going to put the number here on the screen for you to be able to contact, or if you visit the website, go to askchapter.org/realpolitics.
Those suspects who were arrested have not been charged at this time. In addition to his wife and newborn son, Arcetta leaves behind a 1.5-year-old daughter.
So as you heard there, we saw the earlier clip of the actual smash and grab. That was the event that took place. And while fleeing, they smashed into Mr. Arcetta's vehicle while he was on his way to work, his final shift before the birth of his son, and was going to be on paternity leave. And because they wanted to get some bags and some belts, maybe some boots, they took the life. And these are the type of people that Governor Pritzker has leading and spearheading programs, mentoring youth in Chicago. And we wonder why crime is out of control. We wonder why these young people are taking other people's lives and living recklessly. We wonder why. Look at the type of mentors. Look at where the funding there goes. And you know what they say? We need more money to throw at these programs. We need more money. Why? So you can help create more mastermind criminals to create more crime, for you to say you need more resources to fight the crime that you're creating. Due to poor educational systems, due to lack of employment, due to suffocating these people and smushing them on top of each other by allowing illegal immigrants to invade the space of people who have been there for generations. But this is just another example of why the Democrat demise is delightful and why this party should be eradicated. And we need another party to go against other than the Democrat Party. As far as I'm concerned, that demon right party is dead and buried. And if you pay attention, millions of people have left the party. Now, I'm not saying they become MAGA. I'm not saying that they're Trump supporters. As a matter of fact, they shouldn't be. To make it fun, they need to have differences of opinion that may open up our eyes to certain things that we're incapable of being able to see or rationalize right now. Healthy debate. That's what Charlie Kirk gave his life for. And that's healthy. But the evil, propagandizing, negative, hateful, misery-filled demon rat party has got to go. You can't even rebuild that. And if they were going to rebuild it, has to be totally destroyed. The governor of New York just endorsed a socialist for mayor. And guess what's so funny? The irony, he refused to endorse her for governor. Now, her ignorant self, with that heavy Jewish population there, endorsed a self-proclaimed Democrat socialist who in turn refused to endorse her. And guess what she is? If I'm not mistaken, allegedly, Kathy Hochul is half Jewish, I believe, or is Jewish. If I believe, I could be mistaken, but I believe she is. The irony of that. So, hey, listen, man, I just wanted to share this with you. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. If you haven't already, hit that like button. I also want to say thank you from the top and bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate you for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. Most importantly, I want you to stay safe and you be great. I'm Brian Maxwell saying I look forward to seeing you at the top. Over and out, y'all.